Hello, I'm Paul from Bezla, and in this program I'm going to look at the fraudulent use of chargeback rights. We're often told the customer is always right, and many hotel owners striving to provide customers with excellent service observe this time-honoured principle. But what if the customer is wrong? In the hotel industry, average chargeback ratios, the total number of chargebacks compared to the total number of transactions, are among the highest of all industries. The average ratio across all industries is around 0.4%. For hotels and motels, the industry average is almost 3 times this at 1.1%. Chargebacks will unfortunately occur to any business accepting payment cards. Chargeback fraud is increasingly hard to prove and prosecute, and as a result, the hotel is left responsible for any associated fees or losses. So, what can you do? Identify chargeback fraud, friendly fraud, and true fraud. Chargeback fraud is the legitimate purchase of goods or services and subsequent dispute of the charges through the card provider in order to be refunded the amount charged. Upon receiving a dispute, the card provider immediately issues a refund to the customer and deducts this amount from the merchant's next credit card settlement, plus any applicable chargeback fees. Friendly fraud is similar, but without malicious intent on the part of the customer. The cardholder might have forgotten they made the purchase, or a member of their family could have used the card. True fraud involves acquiring someone else's personal information and using it for economic gain. Fraudsters use data breaches, card skimming, and account takeover, among other methods, to get their hands on card information. True fraud is prosecuted where possible and usually receives the maximum penalty, a felony and 15 years imprisonment. Chargeback fraud usually involves smaller sums and rarely receives attention from law enforcement officials due to its frequency and difficulty of detection. Many businesses therefore simply ignore all chargebacks, writing them off as a cost of doing business. This unfortunately results in merchants losing out on a lot of revenue that's rightfully theirs. Statistics show that 71% of chargebacks stem from chargeback and friendly fraud, while just 29% comes from true fraud. Furthermore, many of the chargebacks reported as true fraud aren't actually true fraud at all. There are many benefits to responding to chargebacks with comprehensive and compelling evidence. Most importantly, the recovered lost revenue includes all friendly and chargeback fraud. But as I mentioned, most businesses, particularly startups and smaller companies, ignore cardholder disputes and absorb the cost of goods or services, chargeback fees, marketing acquisition costs, plus any associated fees. In addition to the recovered revenue, chargebacks are a good indicator of business issues. Chargeback reason codes mainly fall into one of two types: fraud and non-fraud, usually product or delivery issues. Among those two main headings are 151 different reason codes that help businesses understand where they're having issues. Proper chargeback reporting and analytics will help you set up KPIs and help you understand the scope of your situation. Your win rate is the ultimate identifier of what was really true fraud versus what was chargeback or friendly fraud. The only way to prevent chargebacks altogether is to stop accepting cards. But there are methods you can put into place that would decrease the volume of chargebacks, including outstanding customer service, a returns policy that understands and meets the customer's needs, detailed product descriptions, photos, and reviews that provide realistic expectations, easily accessible tracking information and transparent communication, a clear merchant descriptor including your contact information. If you encounter just a handful of chargebacks per month, chargeback reporting and manual responses with formal internal response processes will provide valuable insights into your chargeback landscape. But if you field hundreds of chargebacks a month or intend to scale rapidly, you should consider automating the response process. Doing so streamlines the response process and allows the creation of a data warehouse that centralizes transactions in one easily accessible location, connecting to templates for all chargeback reason codes, satisfying compelling evidence requirements, and minimizing the costs of managing chargebacks. If you are currently writing off chargebacks as a cost of doing business, there's a considerable amount of revenue available for recovery to you. If Bezla could help with your hotel marketing, visit our website at bezla.com or call us on 888-999-8086. Thank you for watching today.